Hello and welcome to the Kizuki guide. Kizuki is the only Libero secret style, but he's got very decent stats as you can see. His bump, set and speed stat is full, his serve is very high, also the jump, and he's got the super dive. Another good thing is he's not limited, that means you can spin for him at any time. As Kizuki is very good on defense but bad on offense, we got good team combinations with Sanju, who's good in spiking from anywhere, so if you dive for the ball, no matter where, Sanju will be the man to tilt it wherever he wants it. Another good combination is timeskip Hinto, because if you dive, the ball will go straight up, so it's easy for him to read where the ball will go. So he can prepare his route to take the spike on a full charge. If you want to use Kizuki on offense, yes, that is possible, you will see later, go with haikyuu, because haikyuu is buffing his weak spike stat. And another great match would be timeskip Kiamo, because he's got that floating set, and that gives Kizuki more interesting timing options for his snake jump, or even without. And another crazy combination would be another Kizuki, because you got double defensive power and both of you could do the crazy snake jumps, which you will see later. Looking for ability, basically anything that buffs his weak spike will be good. So go with a redirection jump, magnetic pull, shield breaker, or use another defensive ability such as Rolling Thunder. With your super dive you could go to the total right and then just use the Rolling Thunder to go total left again. Starting with the tips now, always pick one of the back corner positions. As a Libero, you want to make sure to cover more the back of the field, while any other style would go more to the center of the field. As a Libero, and specifically as Kizuki, you can use your super dive to just dive over the full field. Starting with the block here, Kizuki is very weak on blocking. That doesn't mean he can't block, but every block will be very slow and easy to get for the opponent. But as we've seen before, we got great movement speed and the super dive, so we shouldn't block at all. And if you guess wrong for a block, it's over. Now we got a great bumping stat that doesn't have many use cases, but you can actually set with it, and especially on a high jumping character like Kazana, that makes total sense. You just want to make sure to not send it over the net, and for that, enable advanced moves. Looking at the dive stat, this is our absolute go-to. You know guys, I'm not a big fan of diving at all because it puts you out of position and you're on cooldown, but on Kizuki the super dive is just overpowered. So as mentioned before, stay more on the back of the field, fully charge your super dive and then wait for the spike. Now of course after the dive, you are on the front of the field. And that's definitely not where you want to stay. If you're on offense, that's good, but if you're on defense, now you have to charge again and wait for another spike. And yeah, if you're on offense, this is the best moment to use the snake jump, but we get to that later. Another quick advice is, if you're on high ping, don't use Kizuki. I just had a game with 100 ping and it was kind of impossible for me to get the receives. But with the latest update we got a matchmaking overhaul, so maybe that's just a thing of the past guys. Now we take a look on the serve, and while it's not maxed, it's still very good, so practice your serving game. There are many different serves and you can watch all of them on my serving guide. Quick tip, if your teammate is serving on the right side, always go to the left side to cover more ground. Now taking a look at the set stat, we can see that Kizuki is actually excellent on setting. So you definitely gotta upgrade your setting game. And that's personally why I think Kizuki is one of the greatest supportive characters. You got a great defender and a great setter, just as the other secret setters. Well, except for Kiamo. As mentioned before, you got a great speed. Now compare this to a setter style like the Twin Okuro. Spiking is your biggest weakness. They are very slow and don't offer many options, as you kind of have to hit almost any spike with a back tilt. If you're not standing right at the net, all the balls without the back tilt will be too low. But that doesn't mean you can't spike at all. Use abilities. Use counter spiking. Or use the snake jump tactic. So let's move on with the snake jump tutorial. Before we start, yes, it works on any device. Any means console, PC, and of course mobile, on all devices guys. But it only works in a match with other people, not in practice mode. The first very important step is you have to receive the ball, not your teammate. You have to receive it. And after that, and as long as the ball is red, you can do the snake jump. And snake jump means you just dive and jump. And that's it. You dive and then jump. While you're now midair, you wait for your teammate to set the ball to you. and as soon as it is in range, you can just spike it. This sounds easy, but it is very hard to master, because it's very fast. But if you master it on Kizuki and preferably have a pre-mate, so a friend of you that always plays with you, then you will become unstoppable. Now of course, if you only do this strategy, your opponent will read it at some point. So don't forget about all the other stuff you've learned so far. It's just another tag to use to win. But we don't stop here. This even works with an arrow. An arrow means your teammate is not setting to you, he is spiking to you. And that again increases the speed of the play so much. And I'm not done yet. You can even use the very first receive of the serve as your snake jump. So watch this clip, it took 2 seconds to score this point. Now of course, some of you are saying this won't ever work on a random teammate. But hear me out guys. Originally I created this system for Rocket League, because I myself always got confused about left and right calls when it comes down to only milliseconds to decide. So I thought about a system to categorize all the positions into numbers. On the field it would look like this. And here comes the great thing. You can use that in chat because it's just one number. So you want to make sure to whisper to your teammate so only he can see it. And then, before you serve, put in a number on where the next ball will go. This will massively help on the snake jumps. But not only on that. I've played many games where people were writing like, where should I set? And this is just the answer to it. So spread the news to the whole community. Everyone should use that. And here are some quick examples for it. Another position you might want to use is the C position, which means the total center of the field. But in most cases, 1, 2 and 3 have been the ones I used. Now thank you guys for watching, I hope this stuff helped you, and please subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. And now, good luck on the snake jumps. Bye bye!